Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to make a quick video with a quick account review. So I want to show you guys what I have achieved so far in the game, if I have spent any money, how much money I have spent, like where am I investing my resources, what are my future plans, so where am I going to continue investing resources, pretty much everything that you would want to know about my account. Keep in mind, this account is an account that I started playing since the very beginning, since the game started. If I'm not wrong, it was on July the 28th. So I've been playing the game since then, and I have just been, very careful. That's what I have been doing, right? I'm just being very careful with my resources, very careful with investing in any characters. Before I do anything, I just, go very slowly and proceed when I am sure that what I am doing is the correct thing that I should do. Have I made mistakes? Yes. Yes, I have made a couple of mistakes, especially at the beginning of the game. And even now, since the game continued to progress and we are getting to know more and more and more about how things work in the game, I believe I even made more mistakes that I was thinking were not mistakes before, right? But they definitely were. So let's go ahead and then check my account. So as you can see, I am already max level, which is level 60. Kalei rank 10. And when it comes to characters, this is currently my complete roster of characters. I have pretty much every single character in the game. The only two characters I don't have are going to be Bernice and Canary. Like, I don't have Canary. I have been pulling for Canary. I have been trying to get at least one Canary, but I have not been able to get her so far. Why I don't have Canary? I'm waiting. I just want to see how Kyle is going to be. Like, if Kyle is going to be like mid, that you probably only want one copy of her, then I will go with Kyle. I will just go grab Canary from the shop just using the shards that I have, and then once Kyle drops, I just get Kyle as well, and that's it, right? But I'm just trying to wait. I'm trying to see what the weapon is going to be for Kyle. I'm trying to see what is she going to be able to do and all of that, right? And we will not be able to know that until there is like one day before the actual update, which is pretty bad. I don't know why they are doing it like that, but I mean, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. So, as you can see, pretty much every single character, I have leveled up many characters as well. So as you can see, many characters that are level 80. Many of the characters that I have a high level is because that at some point in the game, they were useful for me. Like, for example, Jeremiah, I definitely use her. And I was using her for one of the Abyss rotations. Lila, I also use her for one of the Abyss rotations because I remember one of the bosses was Light Element, and it was killing me because I was just one attack short of breaking the boss, and I was like, I need another Dark Element character. Then I just level up Lila real quick and use her for that, right? But this is pretty much what I have so far, right? Chessa is by far probably the character where I have the best stats, even though she's not really the character that I use the most, right? The set that I have on Chessa can easily be put into other characters. I can put this set on my Lucas, for example. I can put it on my Yuri. I can put it on my Sasha. All of them would work wonders with this set as well, especially Sasha. Sasha actually deals more damage than Chessa with her with using this set as well. So yeah, it is actually pretty interesting because my Chessa is max dupes. I just got lucky. I just got lucky. I got a couple of copies of her somehow, some way, and I was like, okay, I'm missing one. Let me just buy it, right? And I just bought the copy, and I decided just to use her to see how good she would be. Do I regret doing this? A little bit. A little bit. She's not really that crazy of a character, which is good for like PvE. Like, you can use her for killing like pretty much all the bosses in the game, like all the PvE bosses for farming equipment. But I can already do that with like 4-star characters. So like, there is no reason for this character. Also for PvP, yes, this character great, awesome for PvP. Do I use her for PvP? Nope. I don't use her for PvP, and I am not planning to use her for PvP, mostly because it's slow, right? It's very slow to play Chessa for PvP. It takes way longer than it would take you to just go ahead and do it with, like, any other AoE DPS character, right? But at some point, I will probably can use her for my defense, or I probably will be able to use her for like RTA once RTA is a thing in the game, right? But for now, that's it, right? And these are the teams that I'm using pretty much. This is a team that I use for Chessa. I clear Charlotte in under a minute using this team. This is just some random thing that I created here just for dots. At some point, probably I would level up Enas, but I don't like this character at all. I think that this is one of the worst characters in the game. Then this is my Yuri team that I usually use just for, you know, I think this is for Taigera. So I will use this for Taigera and it works perfectly fine. I never farm Taigera anyways. This is my Dragon team using my Sasha. I love Sasha, one of my favorite characters. You wanted to know what's my favorite character in the game? Is Sasha. I love that character. Then this is my Yuri, Ivy, Diana Stain team, which is the one that I use for clearing pretty much all of the subjugation. Like I can use this team and the subjugation bosses would not even be able to take a turn. So the only boss where I cannot use this team is for the fire one. But for the fire one, I can just go with Hypercar Chessa team, right? I probably can use this team to clear all of the subjugation, to be honest. Like all of the entirety of the subjugation can be cleared with this team as well, right? But this one is safer. So that's what I want to use this one. This is my Lucas team. This is mostly for Abyss. When I'm trying to clear Abyss and I wanted to use it for like a free-to-play Abyss run, I would use this. If not, I would just go with Chessa. Chessa is just way stronger, which would deal way more damage in Abyss. And also since she is Dark Element, she's very, very strong in that content. Then we have my PvP team, which is my Sion Machina Libertas Diana team. Very, very strong. This is pretty much Chessa Hypercarry team, but with Sion instead. Most of the times, there is not a single enemy that would survive when I attack them with this team. And like sometimes there is some canaries that are pretty tanky and they would survive, but they are slow. So then my Libertas would take another turn and then just kill the canary, right? So yeah, don't build a slow canary, guys. It's not worth it. It makes no sense. Like even if you survive, if the enemy has very fast characters, they would just take a turn before you and you lose anyway. So that's definitely not the play. And this is my actual dot team that I was using for Charlotte. This works, and it was working like 100% of the time, but it was very slow. Like 4 minutes to clear. And to be honest, dot team is garbage. Like it's complete, absolute garbage. I wouldn't recommend anyone to focus on dot team. Dot team is not good. Not good at all. So, in regards to I will obviously go about like my builds, the characters that I have built, like the gear that I have and all of that, weapons. I will show you everything, right? But I know that many of you want to know, hey Highlander, how much money have you put into the game? Just let me let you know, guys, that I live in South America, right? So that should already tell you most of what you would want to know, right? I live in South America. I don't really have a lot of money. I play other games, right? So most of the times, all that I use for or that I put into any game, if I like it a lot, is just the battle pass and any monthly blessing that would give me like great value, right? That's the only thing that I normally do. For this game, I actually made an exception because I gotta be honest with you guys, I love this game. I want this game to continue. I feel like if this game has enough time and that I'm able to, you know, complete everything that they want to do for this game, it is going to be massive. It's going to be really, really good. So due to that reason, and because I wanted to create more content and bring you guys more information about characters, builds, and all of that, I spent a little bit extra in this game that I have not spent in other games. Right, so for example, if we go to the shop real quick, right, wait, okay, shop, please. All right, so if we go to the shop, as you can see, I ran out of my blessing and also my monthly support, the monthly downstone and the monthly support. I ran out like 4 days ago, and I would not be able to buy it until like the 20-something of next month. Because I don't have any money. I just moved to a new country, right? I'm living in a different country now, which is still in South America. And I spent a lot of money doing that. And I don't have even the little $6 that I would need for this. So Sad, but it is what it is, right? I purchased this from day one. I actually started playing the game, tested it out, liked it a lot, and I was like, oh, fuck, this game is perfect for me. I just went ahead and immediately purchased the blessings, right? And the battle pass, I waited a little bit, and then I purchased it later, right? And then, as you can see, I have never bought this, right? I know that this reset, but I have not purchased this. Here, as you can see, I have purchased a couple of the bundles that are here, and it's mostly because I got some currency left that I was able to use for this, and so I got a couple of pools, right? I will show you exactly how much I got, right? And here, as you can see, I think I had not bought anything because this is the first package, so I have not gotten anything here. And for the permanent bundle, I did purchase, this is where I spend money, right? I purchased this package, the stamina package. I purchased it twice. So that was the extra little bit of money that I put into the game, and it was mostly because I wanted to bring more content to people. So that's what I ended up doing that. I have not bought a single skin, so I don't have any of these skins. The ones that I have is this one is from the battle pass, right? This one you get it for free. So that's it. Right here, there is nothing that I can show, here and here, right? As you can see, I didn't purchase this, I never purchased this, but I purchased this to get the double, right? I purchased this to get the double, and I purchased this to get the double, right? So this is all of what I have purchased in the game. Like, I have not purchased the $50 one or the $100 ones. As you can see, it's just right there. You can see that I have not purchased the double is still available, right? So, yeah. So in other words, I am not a whale. I have spent under $100 in this game, right? Very under $100 in this game, probably under $80 in the game, right? So, definitely not a whale. I purchased the battle pass for sure. Yeah, I definitely purchased the battle pass. And I purchased the battle pass, the expensive one actually. So I have purchased this battle pass twice, and if I'm not wrong, this is $20, right? So I purchased this twice. And it's mostly because when you purchase this special battle pass, the strong one, right? You get the extra milestone currency that you can use then to buy additional things here in the store. So that's mostly the reason why I decided to buy the battle pass and the expensive one at that, right? So yeah. Taking that out of the way, we can continue now with the review of my account. So again, this is my Chesa. We are going with full crit rate plus attack set. As you can see, the stats are crazy. Almost 1400 attack, 180 speed, 271 crit damage, and 92% crit rate. I'm using Isania's Synthesis 2 weapon. This is one of the mistakes that I made. This is one of those big mistakes that I made that I regret a lot. I was thinking that this weapon was gonna be good, but it is not. It is for sure not. I am completely sure now that the best weapon in the game is going to be Grumpy Guys that you can get from the Battle Pass, and the second best weapon in the game is Beatrice's weapon, right? So I shouldn't never have used the dupe that I have for this weapon. I should have used it for Grumpy Guys instead, and I would have a Grumpy Guy that would be like Synthesis 3 at this point, right? I don't even have Grumpy Guys because I have not even purchased it once because I actually got lucky and had a couple of 5-star weapons at the beginning of the game, right? So I have Diana with, like, I'm not going to show the builds because this is, you know, just whatever piece of speed set that I got, which is 258 speed. I have my Machina with 249 speed. Oh, in regards to dupes, I definitely want to show you this. So I have one dupe on Diana, right? And weapons, I have the Battle Pass weapon that gives you additional MP. And here I also have the additional MP weapon, right? And second mistake here, I also synthesis to this one, thinking that this weapon was going to be super important, that probably I wouldn't be able to complete PvE content if I didn't have this. And again, big mistake. Really not needed, not necessary at all, right? You don't need to have that extra MP, and this is a chance as well, so I don't even know what I was thinking about. I got one dupe from Machina that I purchased. If I'm not wrong, I purchased it with the charts, but I think I just pull it like naturally, and I'm not really sure, but I know that I got this extra dupe here, right? So I have my Libertas with two dupes. At the beginning I put it here. I was using her mostly for PvE. And then I unlocked this one for PvP, right? The whole idea is to get her max dupes, right? My Libertas is 297 speed. So if you want to know if you can outspeed me, then now you know for sure if you can, right? That's 297. This is my fastest set of gear. As you can see here, this is a 21 speed helmet, 20 speed cloak, which is perfect rolls. This is 4 rolls of 5. This is my chest piece with 5 rolls into a fat hit. This is my these are my glows that are 2 short of max rolls, right? I still need to improve this above 20 to be able to get to higher speed. And these are my pants, which are only 1 off of max roll. Max roll is 25 speed, and this is 24, right? And they are also a fat hit, which is really, really good. And they also have like some decent other stats. So, and my boots, again, this is the worst piece of gear that I have, which is my boots, is 17 speed. Yeah, I still need to get these to be improved. I don't really need them to be speed set boots because I already have 4 pieces here. So I'm just trying to see if I can roll whatever other piece of gear that I can get to a really high amount of speed. But so far, this is what I have, right? And for weapons, I'm using the 3-star weapon that mostly everyone is going to use, right? So for Ranzi, 250 speed, mostly a character that I use for PvE. And I have 1 dupe on her. This is a mistake I made here. I put it here on the second skill. It's not entirely bad, but I would rather have it on the ultimate or the first skill. I think ultimate or first skill are the best options for this character. She's really, really useful, especially when you have the first skill unlocked. I have 2 dupes on my Chloe that is built just with whatever I found, right? And she has like, you know, some decent speed. My Beatrice is not built at all. I just put whatever I found there and just put it here, right? And she is 3 dupes, right? I just got lucky. I got her, I got a dupe after that, and then they did a 10 roll at the temple, and I got 2 more dupes. So that's the reason why I have that many dupes on this character. I don't really use her a lot. But at some point, if I max her out, I will probably use her for PvP. Then we have Ivy. Right? Ivy is a character that the first character that I got. This was the first banner available. I got her weapon as well. The weapon for her, I'm not even sure who is using it, but someone should be using that weapon right now. And you know, some decent speed here. Mostly, I want a effect hit on this character, and I like the stats for this character. I am using her with Yuri's weapon, a speed set and crit rate set. Really, really good. Actually, this is one of my favorite characters in the game. Green is also my favorite color. Then we have Sion. Sion is mostly for PvP. Going with 196 speed, 97% crit rate, and 194% crit damage. Most of the times, this would clear pretty much everyone in the game. As almost 1400 attack as well, which is really, really good, right? I still have some improvements to make for this set, but this is pretty much cap. This is pretty much cap, right? To be honest, right? This is pretty much maximum of what you can get with this. Now, I have his own weapon. Again, mistake again, right? This is a mistake. I exchanged for this weapon. Shouldn't have done that. Grumpy Guys is better than his own weapon. His own weapon is nothing. It just increases your attack. Attack is not really that important. Grumpy Guys increases final damage done, which is way, way, way better. So, yeah. Another mistake that I regret for sure, right? And I have 3 dupes on my Sion. I got Sion normally, then I exchanged for his dupe, if I'm not wrong, for his ultimate dupe. And then after that, I just got the other 2 dupes naturally. That's what happened with this character, and that's why I have it with these many dupes. The whole idea is to go all the way up to maximum dupes, right? I'm not completely sure if I should do that, but if he continues to be a good character in the future, then I would probably go ahead and do that, right? Then other characters that I have built are going to be my Seri, max dupes. Pretty much all of my 4-star characters are either max dupes or almost max dupes, right? So I've been very lucky with my pulls for 4-star characters. Stain is a character that I use a lot. She's 231 speed, some decent effect hit. My Sasha is one of my other characters that I use a lot. This is 100% crit rate with 222% crit damage, 156 speed. Most of the times what I would do is that I would just use the Tessa gear on her, and I would just use her for the hardest content in the game, with the Abyss Corridor. The stats are decent. They're not great, but they are decent. And I'm using Ivy's weapon here. I have Ivy's weapon for her. Then I have Lucas. My Lucas is also on a decent build. My Lucas is on a build for effect hit, mostly because I use him for damage plus defense break. So he's the defense breaker whenever I bring him to any battle. And he's a character that I enjoy playing a lot. I don't have a weapon on him, but most of the times when I'm going to play him, I would have to go with Isania weapon because my crit rate is a little bit low. So I want the crit rate to be as high as possible so that you're not missing constantly, right? Yuri is another character that I'm very proud of having, right? This character is very strong, and I really enjoy using this character for Abyss Corridor as well. Second favorite character of the game, especially because she's the green color, right? And I love green, all right? And she's not using a weapon right now. With a weapon, she's usually around 1300 attack. She's 202 speed, pretty fast, 100% crit rate, 201 crit damage. And she even has a little bit of effect hit. This is a crit damage set. This is a crit damage set, which is the reason why I am so high on stats. I can also go ahead and just change this for a piece of gear that I have that gives you attack, right? I have this one available here that I can use instead of the one that I'm using. The only reason I'm not using that is because my crit rate would be going down. But if I'm using Isania's weapon, usually I would definitely change because I don't really need that high speed for this character since I'm using her for PvE mostly. So 202 speed is not really that needed, right? Max dupes, of course, mass investment on talents. Theodore, another character that this is a work in progress. I am not done with this character yet. I want this character to do damage, to have decent amount of effect hit, and also have decent amount of defense. I am not there yet. I'm working on it, and I'm hoping that I can, I just probably should get the last dupe here, to get all the additional stats. But yeah, it is what it is. Not using Enas, not using Isania, not using the MC. This one I leveled it up just to get pulls, but I'm not using this character either. Arnis is a character that I'm proud of the build of my Arnis. She's very fast, she's very strong, she has a lot of attack, a lot of effect hit, but this character is complete trash. This character is garbage. Late game. Early game, great. Awesome character, will definitely carry you through the early game, but once you get to the late game, nah guys, nah. It's not it. It's not it. I hate this character. This character is not really good. It takes you so long to kill things, and that's the reason why I despise this character so much. I love Ravi though. Oh, and just showing you guys here, this is a speed set plus effect hit set with the Rusin weapon, right? So it's not even a 5-star weapon and still have so much attack. And then we have Ravi, which is again another work in progress. I want my Ravi to also be able to deal some decent damage because I'm going to use her for PvE. But I also need her to be fast. I need her to have some effect hit. So I'm working still on this character. And the very, very sad part is that I don't have any dupes for Ravi. I really would like to have a dupe for Ravi. If only I didn't got these two, and these were two Ravi dupes, I would have put it here on the first and second skill, and I would be so happy with this character. It's great. This, in my opinion, this is one of the best characters in the games for PvE. This is awesome. It's just perfect. Sadly, still a work in progress. Then I have Monica, which is a character that I am leveling up just to bring content to you guys. I level her up to 80. I invest a little bit on her skills and talents, right? You would need to have at least her ultimate for she to be like actually useful, right? Without her ultimate, her damage is very, very lacking. And even with the ultimate dupe, the damage is still very, very lacking. So this is not really a great character to use, to be honest. I had to be completely honest with you guys. But yeah, probably at some point I'm going to make a video and you guys will be able to see exactly what I am going to be doing with this character, right? And then the last other characters I'm just not even building. They have nothing, right? And Jeremiah at some point was built and she was using some crit damage and crit rate set at some point, and it was a pretty decent set, but yeah, not using her anymore for that. So that's going to be all pretty much, guys. As you can see, my account is actually pretty stacked, and it's mostly luck. As you can see, I'm definitely not a whale. And something else is that on the previous patch, I was able to clear the second rotation of the Abyss Corridor, And then on this patch, I was able to clear the entire Abyss corridor. This one actually was pretty hard. This was pretty hard. Previous one was easy. This one was a challenge. I also always complete the entirety of Abyssal Lake. I have to complete Abyssal Lake today. But yeah, pretty much that's it. And in regards to PvP ranking, I probably would have been able... I would probably be able to be like 4th or 3rd or 5th for the PvP ranking, but I'm just lazy, right? PvP requires you to do many battles and to use a couple of hours just doing PvP every day. And I really don't feel like I want to do that. I really don't feel like I want to do that, and for that reason, I'm just staying at rank 9, at least to be in the top 10. Sylvie and Kaise are both friends of mine, and we're constantly competing with each other. But I am, I'm creating content. I play other games, so I cannot focus entirely on PvP for now. So that's going to be all. It was just solid 25 minutes of me japping. I hope that you enjoy this, guys, and if you want me to make any particular video, please let me know in the comments. I would usually immediately go ahead and make any video that you guys may comment, right, and ask me to do, so long as it is within my means. Nothing more to say. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you enjoy everything, and see you in the next one. Peace.